we've finished sewing your straps, set those aside and we'll get on with attaching your bottom trim and sewing your front pocket. Now we're going to add the bottom trim to your front pocket piece and an exterior body. If there's a difference, it's the back exterior body. So just make sure you're lining up the bottom that you've marked previously with the bottom of your pocket and clip into place. Bottom to bottom. And now off to your machine. Okay, so now we're going to top stitch here and baste that into place on each corner. Increase your stitch to 3.1 or whatever top stitch length you like to use. When basting, you can increase that stitch length if you want to, but I'm lazy and I just do it at the same stitch length as my top stitching. Repeat for your body piece. Now grab your front pocket lining and we're going to place it right sides together, and then we're going to pin or clip along the top edge only. And now we'll head to the machine and stitch that, stitching only the top edge. Now, since I'm going to be stitching onto my green fabric, I've swapped out my red top stitching thread back to my green fabric colour. And now we're going to stitch this top edge. I've also changed my stitch length back to 2.4 for my regular sewing. top edge only. Now that we've stitched this top edge, I'm going to flip it over, press that seam open, put it wrong sides together, give that edge a bit of a press. Now because this is the large size, we're going to want to add our edge clasp onto there, so we need to cut a piece of Peltex scrap about the size of your edge clasp. Doesn't have to be exact, pretty close to it. And then we'll just work out where the center of your top is, and then we'll pop that in there, put it back down, pop it over and fuse that into place. Yep, all good. So now we'll pop over to your machine and top stitch that top edge and baste the rest of it. Now we're going to top stitch the top edge of our pocket. 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Now before basting the other 3 sides, I suggest you just grab your edge clasp and make sure that it's a nice snug fit onto your pocket. And if it is, we can keep going. If not, just add an extra piece of Peltex under there. Then I'm going to just clip it to make it sure it's held nicely. Now baste the other side. Okay, now we're going to attach our edge clasp there for the large size. Okay, now to install our edge clasp into the top of our pocket. Just mark the position. I like to add some Gutermann glue. Just to keep it nice and securely in place. Rub screws. get any glue onto the clasp, it should just scratch off before it dries. And there we have our clasp. Retrieve your front exterior body, the one without the bottom trims attached, and now we're going to measure 6 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom so that we can install your edge clasp. Make some holes using a stitch rip. I like to add a little bit of fray stopper to the holes. Insert your clasp. You might want to add a little bit of Peltex onto the back just to give it a bit of support. Bend that down. Once you have that into place, I like to add a bit of scrap interfacing just to protect your bag from wear. Just put my nice new Raja cloth over the top to protect it. And there we have it. If you don't know what a Raja cloth is, it's a pressing cloth. It's actually chemically treated so that it helps set your fabric if you're pressing a plate or something like that. But it's really handy, and it really is something I couldn't live without. Okay. Now that you have your clasp installed, it's time to attach your front pocket. So, I like to make sure that that is clipped into place, everything lines up. Doesn't matter if it's a bit out here, so long that's clipping in place naturally without any stress. Any extra unevenness there will get taken up when you stitch your seam. Okay, so now we're going to go to the machine and baste in place. Okay, basting in place, 3 millimeters from the edge.